With Shimano's large catalog of spinning reels, some of them can tend to get overlooked, and one of those, in my opinion, is the Shimano Sahara. Is it an overrated reel, or is it one of the best on the market? Figure out in today's video. All right, let's go over the specs real quick on this reel. So the one I have right here is the Sahara 2500 FL. This is gonna have 4+1 bearings. It's got 20 pounds of drag. It's coming in at 8.8 ounces for weight. Gear ratio is 5:0 to 1. Line capacity is gonna be 150 yards of 10-pound test, 145 yards of 15-pound test, and 100 yards of 30-pound test. And the MSRP is coming in at $80. Now, there is a new model of Sahara out as well, which we will be kind of comparing to this one right here. The new model is around $90 to $100, so it is a little bit more expensive, but the older FL model is still very available in a lot of different places, so that's why I am still using this one for the review. All right, so we're gonna talk about versatility first here. Coming in at any size between 1,000 and 4,000. So it's definitely not as versatile as the Shimano Sedona. The Sedonas, I have a 500 and I think they go all the way up to a 5,000. So you can definitely have a couple more choices in there. But overall, a 1 to 4,000 is still going to cover pretty much majority of your freshwater applications with a few salt in there as well. The new FJ model, which is the newer Sahara, actually does cover 500 to 5,000, which is a little bit better. It's more comparable to the Sedona. After doing some research on a couple websites, they are saltwater sealed. However, I would definitely rinse them out thoroughly after each use because I don't know how well they are sealed. But it did say you can use them in the salt, and I have a friend who's used one in the salt for a couple years, and he said it's worked great for him. If saltwater is all you're going to be doing with this reel, however, I probably would consider just upgrading to the Shimano Nasci. It's about $100, which is the same price as the new Sahara, and those ones are much better sealed. The Nasci is kind of one of my go-to saltwater reels. I have one in a 4,000 size, and I absolutely love it. As for durability goes, it's a Shimano, so it's gonna be durable, right? These are amazing reels. They're gonna hold up on pretty much any application you need. This one is actually my best friend's reel. When I worked at Bass Pro, he came in and needed a new setup, and I know for him, right, he kind of goes wherever we go fishing. We go fishing on the river, we go out on the jetties and the rocks, you know, we fish places that require pretty durable gear, which is why I sold him this reel, because I know it's gonna last for him. It's gonna stand up to all the elements and everything going on out there. So super durable. This is a great reel to give a kid as well if you're out on a boat or on the bank or whatever. It's a pretty durable reel. They're not gonna break on them or anything. Really nice construction. You can just tell when you hold this reel, it's just a very durable, solid reel just upon, just holding it. So that's a good sign. As for looks here, it's a very standard Shimano reel. Shimano has a couple reels that they like to go with that dark color and then the gold spool. I believe the Sedona still has the gold going. The new Saharas also have the gold and with more of a dark black. This one is more of a gray with gold, and then the Shimano Nascis are obviously as well gold and black. However, the new Nascis are a little bit different. But Shimano does have a couple of those gold-black combos there. I think maybe they could go a little bit more original and do something new, shake it up. But either way, I do like the looks. It looks great. I do think the new Sahara looks better. I like the black on the reel is a lot darker of a black, which makes the gold really stand out. I think I like the handle better on the new Sahara. It's a little bit more that thinner style like the Stratix and like the new Nasci have. It's a lot just it looks better, and in my opinion, I think it makes it a little bit smoother and easier to use. So the new Saharas, I do really like that feature. They're a lot sleeker looking, but even then, this Sahara right here looks great as well. As for feel, I think this reel feels exactly how an $80 reel should feel like. I don't think it feels like a reel that is below its price range, but I also don't think it feels like a reel that is above its price range. I think it's very accurately priced at around $80. It's definitely not going to be the nicest reel you've ever felt in your life, right? Comparing this to a Stratic, you can feel a humongous difference between the two, which you should, because there's a big price range, big price difference between the two. I think it feels pretty quality. I think if you were to give me this reel and have me feel it and ask me what the price is, I think without knowing it, I probably would be guessing around $70 to $80 for it. So yeah, it's a great feeling reel. As for the price overall, of the reel, I'm very torn because there's a couple reels in that price range, a little lower and a little higher, that I think make a little bit more sense. It's not that I don't think this reel is worth the $80, but I think if you're gonna be using saltwater or bigger fish, heavier use, the Shimano Nasci is like an extra 20 bucks more, and I think it's a much more durable, better drag, overall just sturdier, tougher reel. So I would go up and go to the Nasci. However, if you're using something, right, you know, for just freshwater, for bass, trout, fish like that, the Shimano Sedona is like $20 less, and I think it does the same job that the Sahara does. So it's a weird spot with this reel in Shimano's price range, because there's two reels in between them that are have a very good purpose, and then there's just this reel. And I think that's why this one gets lost a lot in the catalog of Shimano reels. I don't hear a lot of people talk about the Sahara. I hear a lot of talk about the Sedona, a lot about the Stratic, the Nasci, a lot of those real high-end, but not much about the Sahara. So I think that's why it gets lost in that category, is because there's two reels that do its function very well outside of this reel. But overall, for $80, I still think it's a great reel. And if $80 is all you've got, you don't want to upgrade, or you don't want to use the Sedona, I still think it's a fantastic reel. I love this reel. I've actually used this for my buddy's reel a couple times out there in the water, and I've loved it. It is an awesome reel. I'm going to say it one more time here. I don't think it's a bad reel. However, there's just a lot more options in that price range. I think if you go into a store and you feel this reel yourself and you really like the feel, then get it. It's a great reel, and it's going to do its job. It's going to catch you fish. But that's just my opinion on it. I'm going to start doing ratings on all my reviews, and this one right here is going to be getting the Humbug rating of 7 out of 10. If you guys would like to see two reels very similar to this one that also get the Humbug seal of approval, I will put them right up here for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If there's another product you guys want to see me do, just let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to do it. See you guys next time on Humbug Videos.